guys, this is Pam. Welcome back to another perfume review. So today I have actually 8 fragrances for you. 8 vanilla fragrances in particular that I feel like you should try if you have not. But I'm pretty sure most of you have, because these fragrances that I have in this list are all very popular perfumes, or at least most of them are. And for my new viewers, in case you're not used to me, I apologize for my eyes, and yeah, I have terrible allergies today, most especially. But I'm actually about to travel. I'm gonna be gone for about a month, and so I'm gonna be going to the Philippines with my family. It's been like 6 years since I visited, so I'm gonna be traveling, and after that, we're also gonna go to Japan for like a week, like a 8-9 day long trip to Japan. So I'm gonna be gone, and I'm not gonna be able to do a review, so I just want to I'm trying to squeeze this in. So although my allergies are super bad, but I want to give something for you or to you before I leave. But you know, I'm gonna try to record some things, and if you see me posting some things, those are just things that I've already recorded prior to this that I want to edit while I'm gone, or at least I want to try to see if I can get anything done at all. We'll see. Anyway, back to the 8 vanilla fragrances. So let's get started with the first one. This is not going to be in order necessarily, you know, of the things I like the least to the most. So this is not going to be in particular order. But I'm going to save the last one as the one that's been my favorite currently since last year, actually. But that could also change based on my mood. You know, we all change. I may have the last one that the first one that I'm going to be talking about as my first one. Who knows? We'll never know. But the first one, the last one on the list will be the one that's my current favorite for 2 years now in a row. Let's get started with the first fragrance. And the first one I want to talk to you about, since I just recently reviewed this one, is Shalimar L'Essence. This is the 100th year anniversary of Shalimar. And if you have not seen my full review, I'm going to link it in the description box below. So this is a very kind of caramelly, sugary, tamed down Shalimar. So tamed down, when I say that, in terms of that super citrusy, sharp opening, which kind of lingers all the way to the dry down of the original EDP Shalimar. But this one is more kind of sweeter, not as spicy, not as leathery and smoky, but a very nice powdery, again sugary, sweeter version. Very easy, very easy to wear. Even if you don't even like the old Shalimar or the original EDP, this is going to be a friendlier version. Vanilla for sure. Vanilla, Shalimar is vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. So you get a hit of vanilla here for sure, without the distraction of the citrus, sharp burst and smokiness of the original Shalimar. So if you want more vanilla, this Shalimar would be for you. This is actually, which I forgot to mention in my my eyes are so bad, which I forgot to mention on my review, my full review on this one. This is what I feel like a mom smells like. Any mom, like, smells like a mom, and in the best way possible. Very comforting, very cozy, powdery, kind of huggable, cuddly, warm. You know, like a mom, when you hug your mom, there's that warmth of her body, and she's very cozy and comforting, and just feels safe, and just cuddly and secure. This gives me a lot of that vibe. This is to me like it's just like a mom. It smells like a mother. I absolutely love this one. Absolutely love it. If you're afraid to try Shalimar, try this one. If you also love vanilla, try this one. This is a must try for anyone. Men could also very much pull this off. And if you're a man, no, you're probably not gonna smell like a mom, or a mother, because your vibe's gonna be different. You know, it's the way you carry your perfume. So don't be afraid because I said it smells like a mom. You're not gonna smell like a mom. Very nice. Sweet, caramelly, leathery, a bit smoky. You still have that resins, vanilla. Goodness, classic for sure. Very nice. So this is again safe. You can even blind buy this, I feel like. And it's more affordable than, you know, more niche kind of vanilla fragrances out there. All right, I do want to read you the notes for this one for those who are for those of you, yes, who are curious. So top notes are ginger. Let me see. I'm on the right one. No, that's the wrong one. This one. Again, this is the newest Shalimar 100th year anniversary release. Madagascar, vanilla, vanillin, iris, musk, and rose. Those are the listed notes on Fragrantica. All right, that's Shalimar Les Songs. Since we're in the Guerlain, so I only have 2 Guerlains here. This is Vanille Planifolia Extra. You probably expected it on this video. And look at the dent in that bottle. That beautiful caramelly juice. And that's just me spraying some of it or dripping some of the perfume on that, and the label got damaged. A very beautiful vanilla perfume. So while we are thinking about that right now, let us read the notes before I forget. So I do want to read you the notes for each one, which I'm also going to leave the Fragrantica notes in the description box below for you guys. All right, so perfumer Dolphin Yolk, same as this one. So this one's created by Delphine Yelk and Thierry Wasser. Notes: vanilla, spices, popanax, amber, and musk. Not a lot of notes, but if I have to give this a description, I think the best description I can give you is this is the reference. This is the standard for any vanilla perfume. If we're talking about just vanilla, like if you don't want anything else going on, you wanna smell like vanilla beans, in the best way possible. All right, like, you know, the smell of ice cream. This is like a cold vanilla bean ice cream. This is it. There is nothing better than this one in terms of vanilla. All right. I'm saying that because the other perfumes that I have here, it's a very vanilla-centric perfume, but there's also other things going on. But if you don't want things going on, but also you don't want to smell like a vanilla extract, as in, like, you know, those ones that you add to baking things, this is it. This is the vanilla. There is no better vanilla in this one. And I have smelled other vanillas too, you know. Now, I do have to say, for your reference, the vanilla to me is not my #1 note. It's not my favorite prominent or like a vanilla perfume kind of stuff. I'm not a vanilla perfume kind of person. I do love vanillas in the perfume, but I'm not like, you know, I'm looking for a vanilla perfume. I don't really do that. I'm not really like that. So even for me, who's not a vanilla lover, don't get me wrong, I still do like vanilla, but it's not my #1. It's not my favorite. I love this thing. I love this thing. And even though what I'm saying is a straight up vanilla, there is still things that's going on there. You know, it's not like it's like looking at a color red and it's just red. It still has like different tones and shades, like undertones and stuff that's going on. But the highlight, the main star of this perfume is the vanilla whatever that's in this, in the most beautiful way possible. It's ice creamy, cold, vanilla bean, but something else. It's a bit tangy. I think that's one of the things I like about this one. So you're not condensed into this just like a vanilla. There's just like a little tang. It feels cold. It smells cold. Absolutely beautiful. And the thing about this, all right, this extra, you can also layer this to make your other vanilla perfumes smell more vanilla. or to heighten the vanilla-ness of a certain perfume. It depends. Absolutely wonderful, projects very well, wears very well. Actually got compliments on this one. Okay, the juice is absolutely gorgeous. That amber juice. I do have a lot of people buying this on my Amber Perfumeries. If you want to try it, go buy it. Although I'm going to be traveling, so whatever you order from my website currently, I'm not going to be able to ship it till the second week of January. But feel free to order. Your order will be in. I just cannot process it and ship it to you until the second week of January, because I won't be back till the first week, and I need time to kind of recuperate and settle back. You know, after all the jet lag and all that, you know what I mean. Vanille Planifolia Extra by Guerlain, absolutely worth it, absolutely worth it. They have been out on the Guerlain website, that's why I have not had a replacement, but I just saw that it's back in stock, so I will be reordering this for sure. If you have not, you have tried it, especially for those of you who have ordered it from my website, go get it now, go get your full bottle, because they might run out again. That is Vanille Planifolia, the number 7. Okay, let's go to the number 6. And this is also different. I want to give you different selections. So, because some of these may not work for you, but, you know, maybe something might work for you. Also, if you haven't tried it, you know. All right, so this is by Arabian Oud. I only have a few from Arabian Oud, and this is one of the few ones that I have, and this is Kalimat Black. But the color here is silver, but anyway, the name is Kalimat Black. I think there is another Kalimat. There are some inscriptions there. I'm not sure what it says, but this is, just to kind of warn you first, this is very sweet. It gets very, very sweet. So if you don't like perfumes that are very sweet, that's just a warning. But I also don't like perfumes that are like sickly sweet, like Oud Satin Mood, so sweet. I didn't like it. Finally, I bought it. Don't know why it did that. Now I need to declutter. Cannot handle how sweet Oud Satin Mood is. So this is also has a note of oud. Is it real oud? I don't know, but it smells good. I like it. So let's go look at Fragrantica and look at the notes just real quick for reference. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Top notes are basil, incense, and fruits. Middle notes are vanilla and woodsy notes. Base notes are amber and Cambodian oud. So I definitely get like a sense of like, again, like caramelized sugar, super sweet, that dried fruits. Oh, and then it's got like just little herbiness, like a hint of herbiness of that basil or whatever herb it is, that just kind of roughen things up. So it's not just cloyingly sweet, but it is sweet. But to me, I have never find this cloying at all. The oud for sure, you get that oud, and there is this very fermented smell to it. It could be the dried fruits mixed with the Cambodian oud, is it? Okay. And the amber, that's giving this fermented flavor. You know, like beer that has been left out, like it's not cold anymore. Maybe you've left beer in a cup overnight, you didn't quite finish it. It has that smell of that, like a fermented beer that's, you know, left out overnight. It's not quite fizzy anymore. It's not cold anymore. But I do like it. I'm describing it like a old beer, but in a good way. It's sweet, oudy, but not too rough. There is like a hint of that kind of funk to it. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. Men and women both would rock this one. If you're a man, I think it will be totally gorgeous, and like it's like a loosened up shirt. Like a dress shirt, unbuttoned a little bit, and women for sure, in like a cocktail dress or whatever dress. Absolutely beautiful. If you have not tried your nose on this one, highly recommend Kalimat Black. Also another beautiful juice, not quite as thick as this one. This one's kind of like thicker, but absolutely gorgeous. Again, vanilla and oud. That's the best way I can describe it. Vanilla, oud, sweet. But to me, I've never found it cloying because there's lots of other things going on to kind of roughen it up so you're not just left with like a sweet vanilla flavor. But this is to me a vanilla oud. Scent, gorgeous, fermented, love it. That is the 6th fragrance. Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 5. The 5th one. So this one is also a very, very popular perfume. I have not used a whole lot. I also do have a big bottle. But this is Baby Cat by Yves Saint Laurent. I have, I believe this is 200 ml. All right, but I've used some. But this is not my absolute favorite because there is something about this one that I think it's a bit too linear for me. Like once I get it, once I understand it, it stops challenging me. Anywho, it's still a beautiful fragrance. Don't get me wrong, absolutely beautiful fragrance. But I feel like I'm not challenged enough with this one. Leathery, peppery, absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Oh gosh, it's literally fluffy and dense and thick, but at the same time it's still see-through. I kind of get like a velvet suede kind of feel to it. A plush is the term that I want to describe to you. It's very plush, velvety and suede, very vanilla and peppery, a bit of incense there too. Maybe, you know what, I would like this much better if the incense is a little bit more heightened, upped a notch a little bit. Let's look at the fragrance again now of A Baby Cat by Yves Saint Laurent by Dominique Ropion, of course. Top notes are black and pink pepper, black pepper, elemi, pink pepper, and pink pepper. Middle notes, olibanum, saffron. Base notes are bourbon, vanilla, suede, and cedar. So yeah, it's got a little bit of that woodiness, again, to roughen things up. Because you want a bit of texture, especially with vanilla perfumes. You don't just want it to be like a oily, round, flat kind of smell. You do want some texture so you enjoy it a bit more. So this one does give you that texture. It's very resinous for sure, super resinous. Again, peppery and a bit woodsy. Super awesome vanilla. It's a bit boozy as well. I get a lot of booze, and again a lot of that kind of suede feeling. This will be very good for like I can see a man maybe in a tuxedo, just you know, like a black tie event. This will be very nice. If you're a woman, like high heel pumps with a really nice what do you call that? You know, like a bag that without the handle, clutch, like a really nice long rectangular clutch is like what I'm picturing. Uber beautiful fragrance. I love it. It is very good. Let us now go to the 8765, to the 4th fragrance. So this is one of my first vanilla fragrance that I really enjoyed and love. And this is, you probably are already aware, Casa Murati Lira, or Lira by the Casa Murati line from Azerjov. And I have the old bottle. I think they don't have this type of bottle anymore with this embossed face of a guy here. I think now this is different, but I have it. In fact, my cap here, I have to be very careful because it's not, let me, just a second. This part should be here and it's not going back there anymore. And if I try to pull this out, to put this back inside here, the whole thing just comes off. And then, you know, I can just spill it. So I don't want to mess with that anymore. But Lyra is a beautiful caramel, basically caramel vanilla with some kind of lemon or orange, very orangey. It's kind of like when you eat one of those chocolates, orange chocolate covered candies, or you know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, this is, I remember the very first time I smelled this one, it was love at first sniff. Love at first sniff. Immediately bought a bottle. It is in one of my old videos, in one of my old reviews. You can check it out on my channel. Absolutely wonderful. It smells like oranges and chocolate and caramel and there was one time I wore this one and somebody said somebody smells like donuts. So that was their feedback when I was wearing this one. And when I have worn this one time when my son was younger, he said somebody smells like chocolates or chocolate candies. So those were the feedbacks that I got. But let's go ahead and look at the notes just for reference for those of you who wants to know. Okay. Blood orange, bergamot, lavender are the top notes. Middle notes, cinnamon, jasmine, rose. Base notes, vanilla, caramel, and musk. The thing I like about this one, it says there is a musk on the base, but it never gets too musky. I never get that musk. I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about this one. And that blood orange with the hint of lavender, it's kind of like the same with this one, with the basil. You know, it just adds like a touch of something. It's kind of like when you cook something. Usually, we add herbs to the food, even if it's basil, parsley, bay leaf, or rosemary, because herbs sometimes just add something. You know, you may not even detect what herb is in there, but it definitely adds something to the taste, and in this case to the scent. So the lavender in this one is just adds like a calming, soothing factor, which what lavender usually is, you know, kind of like the hint of mintiness. That's what I find lavender. Lavender to me always has that like kind of hint of something minty, or anyway, something that's soothing and calming. And this has that. I find this very enjoyable. It does go linear, but sometimes it depends. There are things that you want to develop. There are things that you're happy the way that it is, and there's no need to change it. In this case, I'm happy the way that it is, so I'm okay with it being a bit linear. It projects very well without being annoying, without being cloying. You smell yourself, you get whiffs of yourself from time to time. Other people smell you without also bombarding them with this huge cloud of smell. All of these fragrances that I have mentioned so far performs very well without constantly bombarding other people. But it also depends how much you have sprayed. Baby Cat, I think, is the one that would project the most. The next one would be Calumet, the Calumet Black. Absolutely, if you still have not tried Lyra, try it now. Try it soon. It's a gourmand, but not to me. It never has irritated me, or never really found it cloying. That is the number 5, and then let's go to this one. This one is by Emmy Calef, and this is Ylang in Gold. Absolutely gorgeous, fantastic fragrance. The thing about the fragrances that I have here, none of them smell alike. They're all different, but they will all give you that vanilla sense that you are looking for. Ylang in Gold. Let's go ahead and read the notes first. So let's get that out of the way. All right. By the way, all of this stuff that I've spoken to you so far all have really high Fragrantica rating, if that matters to you. Okay, the notes behind this fragrance, Jean-Claude Astier. Top notes are caramel, rose and bergamot. Middle notes are ylang ylang, jasmine and orange blossom. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. Actually, I never knew that this has caramel on the top notes. I never really actually sensed that before. So let me get a new strip here. Ylang in Gold. Ylang in Gold. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance. I love that this still stands out. Oh gosh, beautiful. The ilang ilang in here is so creamy, so creamy. So this one definitely is a yellow floral vanilla. Let me see if I can't really find that. I can't really pick up the caramel, but I know it's there though. I get it. I get it. It does have that kind of caramelly type of feel to it. Like the stickiness is a bit sticky and gooey in the opening. But this, like ilang ilang and jasmine, it's the ilang ilang is so round and creamy and buttery, and then the jasmine is dirty and indolic. Put that together with the vanilla and a hint of something orangey. What's in the top notes there? Bergamot. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous. It's so pretty. So the only thing about this one though, I'm just telling you in case you are one of those people, this can get musky. So I already sense the musk from the opening, mid, up until the dry down. In the dry down, that musk will be a little bit more prominent. So if you are a type of person who doesn't like that, then you may not enjoy that portion of the perfume. But to me, I love it. At first, I was kind of put off by the musk dry down because, or the musky dry down, because I love it so much. Everything like the beginning, I did not want that to change, but having that musky dry down was kind of like, oh no, I feel like it has taken away from what I love about it so much. In fact, I sold my bottle. So at first, I had the bottle with a transparent bottle where you can see the juice inside. It has like a little glittery strip in the middle, and then you can shake the bottle and you can see the little kind of gold glitter inside. I actually sold my bottle, but then I was just like, after like a year of not having it, I was like, I want that back. I want that back in my life. I really missed it. And now I'm happy again. So now I have accepted it for what it is. So the musk, I'm used to that. I like it. I enjoy it now for what it is. I appreciate it. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's why I repurchased it. And I just decided to go with this bottle because I already had the other bottle, just to kind of change it up. And I absolutely love the gold leaf kind of design with the black. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is again jasmine, ilang ilang for sure, and sometimes it has that kind of coconutty feel to it, like like the shredded shaved coconut. I get the sense of that one. This is perfect for like going to the beach on your dinner. Like if you go to a resort with like a nice white flowy beach dress, with spaghetti straps or whatever, or just like the one that has no straps. I don't know what it's called. And you go out to your dinner outside where there's like lots of the wind from the beach. This is how I picture this one. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. You could even like wear seashells for your accessories with pearls. Absolutely 100% recommend it. Gorgeous. All right, let's get to the number 2. And you probably have guessed it, maybe, or waited for it, if it's going to be in this list, and it is, and that is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Absolutely one of the best Tom Fords for sure, and a must experience. You have to smell it if you have not, because this is also one of a kind. I love that these fragrances, once again, I'm saying it again, they're all different. They're all different. So depending on your vibe, you can pick one that you want to wear, or that particular vibe, mood, occasion. It really depends. Let's spray it on this one. So Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. It's like one of the perfumes you have to have forever. This is like a forever perfume. Like you don't ever want it away from your collection. You always have to have this in your collection. Oh my gosh, so good. And the thing about Tobacco Vanille, oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm like mind blown, mind blown. And this is how I always feel about this fragrance. Especially if I haven't even worn it in a while. I'm always like it blows my mind how good it is. Oh yeah, and it's always something that's different. Okay, I feel like I love things that I can't remember or I cannot quite memorize. is what I'm trying to say. So it's like when you look at a painting, you know, it's like when you look at a painting, sometimes you keep looking at it, you keep looking at the painting, because there's always something that you see that you didn't quite understand before, or you didn't quite catch before, or you know, if you don't have a photographic memory, which most of our don't, you know, when you don't quite remember, that's why you look again, and then you see it again, and you appreciate it again. I love it in the same sense with scents or with perfumes. I love things that I don't quite remember exactly what it smells like. And this is tobacco vanilla. Like, I have a memory of it. I remember most of it, but once I smell it, it's not quite as I remember it. It's always better. Notes. Top notes are tobacco leaf and spicy notes. Middle notes are vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, and tobacco blossom. Base notes are dried fruits and woody notes. I mean, just the notes, you know, like, amazing, amazing. Okay, tobacco, you get that tobacco leaf. If you pick your dried tobacco leaves that's still kind of wet, it still has some hydration to it. It's not quite crunchy and crispy yet. It's dried. It's not quite plump anymore. It's now wrinkly. But if you squeeze the leaves like this one, even though they're dried, there's still like some juice in there. Like, you can still get some moisture out of those leaves. So that's what I picture. That's what I smell. Dried, still wet, moisturized tobacco leaves. It never gets ashy. It never gets that to the ashy part. And then the vanilla. And then I smell a lot of cloves in this one. Did it say cloves? I don't think so, but I smell the spiciness, the spicy part. I smell like it's very clovey. In fact, on my skin, it gets very clovey. So the beauty of this perfume as well, it depends on who's wearing it. Different notes will be different as well. Like, it will act differently on different person. So like on my friend, like the chocolate, her skin brings out the chocolate, and I'm so jealous. On my husband, it's the same. I get both the tobacco and chocolate. On my skin, it's so clovey. I still love it though, because this perfume, each part of it, whatever it emphasizes, depending on who's wearing it, or the season, your current body chemistry, even if it changes, even if it's different, it's all equally beautiful. It's all equally different. And that's also the beauty of it, because you get to enjoy something from it. It depends. It depends when you wear it and who's wearing it. Oh my goodness, it's spicy, chocolatey, vanillic for sure. The tobacco is like, this is one of the best tobacco perfumes ever. It's just one of the best. It's hyped. It's been hyped for so long, and it just makes sense. It totally makes sense. I don't know if people are still hyping this one. I'm not sure, but it should be. This is one, I'm telling you, if you don't have it yet, try it again. Try it again. Wear it again. And maybe it will bring out something else that maybe you didn't like before. Absolutely gorgeous tobacco vanilla. And this could easily be on my number one right now. So that's what I'm saying. I don't have any of this one in particular order, but this one, I have it on my number one. The next one is because it's just been my favorite recently, since last year, which to me, I did not appreciate it as much before. It took me a while to get to understand this perfume, but once it hit my brain, once my brain opened up to the possibilities, I'm absolutely in love. Wonderful, amazing fragrance, which you probably have already heard of, and that is Nishane Annie, or Annie by Nishane. They do have an extra of this one, but I do remember trying that one, but I'm totally in love with this one, so that's why I haven't really super entertained the extra one, because I don't know how you can make this any better. Oh my gosh, it's just like fireworks. It feels like whenever I smell Nishane Ani, oh my gosh, my eyes are so bad. Every time I smell Nishane Ani, it's fireworks in my brain. That's the best way I can describe it. Literally, my brain goes like poo, 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 poo. It's sparkly, it's effervescent, it's spicy, it's balsamic, it's resinous, it's kind of gingery. As I said, spicy. The vanilla and the lemony. This is like a baked lemon cookie with spices and I don't know, whatever else you can put in it to the best way possible. There's so much going on in this perfume. That could be bad, but I'm telling that to you in the best way possible because it's all intentional. It all makes sense. Everything combines well with the other notes, with the rest of the notes. It's so spicy. It's so I smell a lot of like lemons is the best way I can describe it with the vanilla. I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like there's like sharpness that's poking out, but at the same time it's grounded. It's so beautiful. And this smell, I can never memorize it. I love that I can never memorize it. Every time I spray it, I always get fireworks. All right, let's go look at the notes to see maybe it will help me better how to describe it to you. All right, so Nisha ni Ani was in 2019, 4.26 on Fragranticum. Notes behind this is Cecile Zarokian. Top notes are ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. Middle notes are cardamom, blackcurrant, and Turkish rose. Base notes are vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, ambergris, and musk. That is a lot of base notes. A lot of base notes. This is one of those things that you just have to try. I can still keep repeating myself and describe it to you, but you have to try it. You just have to try it. Gingery, without it being too gingery, lemony, spicy, vanilla for sure, sweet. It is sweet, but the sweetness is definitely tamed down with just the tanginess that it has, with the gingeriness that it has. It's a bit rough around the edges, but you get that roundness of the vanilla. It's amazing. I love that I can never remember exactly just how it is. And even when I wear this one, you know, it kind of goes on, it shoots different firework. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I smell this, sometimes I smell that. It's like jumping on and off my skin. It's very different. Amazing. Amazing. That is my number one. Current favorite, Nisha ni Ani. If you have, what is your favorite? What is your favorite vanilla perfumes? If you want to add to these suggestions that I have, for those of you who have not smelled these perfumes, what's your suggestion? And yeah, what's your current favorite? And what should I try that you don't think I have tried yet? I'm smelling that Ylang and Gold's beautiful. I smell in vanilla heaven right now, absolute vanilla heaven, even with my allergies. I'm enjoying myself. So thank you so much guys for watching. Please leave comments down below for your favorite vanilla fragrances and any suggestions for us, those other viewers, and for me. If you like any part of this video, please don't forget to give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button as well. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much guys for watching. Bye.